One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The give out of the gun. There he goes. He's at the 40. The 20. Past the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Anderson wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
After not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quarterback now breaking the field. Finds his tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
They booted away on 4th down. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Grabbed behind the line. It's Richardson. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll ride Davis here. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Got a man. It's Morton. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 10, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And, man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
Mississippi State, 14, SMU, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
And the Mustangs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The give from the gun. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Anderson will throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets there.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Mississippi State right back to the line. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got an open man. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground.
Lost one deep down the right side. Catch and stride inside the 15. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking to pass. It's Nolan. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Boy, they love to move this sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Oh, the attempt is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
And that hurts, missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
The handoff to Johnson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out, and they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
Anderson wants to throw. The short hands, it's Johnson. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. Turning it on! There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. They largely dominated this 1st quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Anderson will throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Quarterback keeper. Across the 25. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got him downfield. Touchdown Mustangs.
abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Virginia Tech is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Michael Vick should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing.
So if you can do it out of your, if you could do the check from your personal account, that's fine. Yeah, so just do it from your, yeah, so do it from your personal account. That way it's not an electronic transaction record of that before you actually got the property. Yeah.
7 to Florida State. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pulls it in down the middle. Running free. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Airing the football way down the field, treating him like a wide receiver because you know he's going to go up, make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the Mustangs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. The give to the tailback. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
And now on second down for this offense. Anderson wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Nicholson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he could see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. just going to keep it after the snap. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
No gain on the play. Second down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Nicholson. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Caught in the backfield, it's Cooper. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
42 Spider.
From the gun. Give on the inside. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, SMU!
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. A 70-yard touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to throw. It's Nolan. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up
3, gotta be 2.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense. The ball falls incomplete.
First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Anderson will throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort.
Look at
Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He's down at the 25-yard line, waning moments of the first half. It is a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd down from their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Back to throw, it's Nolan. Bringing the heat. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Come back, fellas.
Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. They get
Oh, motherfucker got hit.
Another
Boy, that was wide open.
3rd down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And the returner goes down.
Blew it, bro. I thought chance was
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Nolan. Got it in the middle, it's Gilbert. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, a lot of space. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. Gets it out quickly. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator, because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Outside the pocket, let's it go.
Man, catch the fucking ball.
This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him.
Catch the goddamn ball.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Bulldogs want to crank the tempo.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Nolan. Right on the money. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down.
Do that. Do that.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
The give to Davis. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires to the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mississippi State. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your
Fucking
job.
catch the goddamn ball. It'll be a different game.
Get him the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
I got the sorriest receivers in the league. But you see, I keep dropping balls. I can't afford to do this shit. I can't stop you.
Back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. It's complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Anderson wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. There he goes. And he strikes his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Let's go to the studio now check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. North Carolina is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ramses isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 8 over Indiana. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Going right to work up top. Pulls it in. It's Morton. Breaks into the open. Past the 20.
No.
Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Complete in the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
Quarterback gets the first down. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Anderson will throw.
Catch the
And
damn
he had
ball.
it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The defense putting points on the board. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Leads it with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Anderson wants to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Nicholson. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
And the Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go with a give to the big tight end on 3rd and short. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
He might want another play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back, and the line's paved some holes. And he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark. And when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel, gets nailed, but is able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
solid. He's trying not to score.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Do the play.
And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Anderson will throw. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He wants a big play here late. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. They'll ride Davis here. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to...
And down he goes. Not sure about putting your quarterback in harm's way there, but that's going to do it. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot